me somebody.
If I were to go back and talk to myself as a freshman in Albany, I don't think I'd believe anything that I had to say to myself. I'm Marc Guggenheim, class of 1992, and I'm a writer. It's very surreal. I oftentimes feel like I'm living someone else's life.
Yeah. We're here to talk about the best show on television, Arrow. This is Eric, he doesn't matter. Steven, Katie, Mark.
I've loved comic books ever since I was a young kid, and I love writing these characters who I've spent decades reading.
Something grasped him right from the start.
Every comic that came out, I bought. And Mark would read them over and over and over again.
And we still have some left
we
here.
We still have a lot here too that we've been storing for a long time.
And they're catalogs,
right.
and he knows if...
He knows them all.
And I'm going to put these back in the nursery in order. He's so annoyed at me.
Writing their voices comes very naturally to me because I've literally been hearing them in my head for 20, 30 years.
Wow. I know, right?
My name is David Guggenheim, and I'm Mark's younger brother. He was just this great older brother. Took me to my first R-rated movie, took me to my first James Bond movie. We made movies growing up and little action films when we were a kid.
Mark would direct, and either myself or David would be on camera. How do I know Mark? Mark is my older brother. He has an incredibly fertile imagination. He has somehow figured out how to clone himself. It's the only explanation for how prolific he is.
You turn on the TV and you're going to find a Mark show.
I've worked on The Practice, Law & Order, Green Lantern movie with Ryan Reynolds, Percy Jackson's Sea of Monsters.
Books, feature films, television.
Video games, a lot of comics, an awful lot of comics.
Oliver Queen is alive.
Everything he's doing on Arrow is pretty huge.
Executive producer Marc Guggenheim.
I always loved the music of language and the music of writing, and I really came into my own and developed who I was during those 4 years at Albany. It was the first time I looked at literature not just as this thing to study, but rather a window into a different way of thinking. It opened up my whole world.
He took this really, really large school and he cut it down to size for himself. And it turned out Mark met some wonderful people.
I had a lot of professors and friends and people at Albany who exposed me to different ways of thinking and who exposed me to different ways of looking at the world. Those 4 years were really magical and special to me. I don't know if there is a secret to succeeding in Hollywood. I think there's a secret to succeeding in life, and that is to actually work really hard. And look, facing the blank page is hard. It's hard for everybody, but the best thing to do is get over that fear and keep writing and keep writing and keep writing. And eventually things will happen for you.